Beautiful. Cool, peeps. And like what today is, I'll just kind of give you all a. Oops, somebody's trying to call me to get in. Carrie is in the building. We'll get everything started at 12:05. Carol.
Oops. Oh, crap. Am I still here?
Your voice is, but we lost your face.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's
You know
what
that's the combo I wanted.
do. There we go.
We need a passcode.
A meeting.
Oh no, you're already on, Carrie.
Hi.
What's up, Carrie? Hey, you don't no passcode for the meeting.
There's no passcode?
No.
Okay, we'll use a phone then.
But
Okay.
on the computer, we can't do it.
Oh really? Let's see. It should have, because what's been happening is when you try to get in, it just says we have to admit you into it. So Caesar's been admitting people. Caesar, anybody in the lobby waiting right now? No? Okay.
Sorry, not right now. I did.
Okay.
I'm on mute.
For us lucky ones that take a break from Zoom for a while, then we forget how to use it.
Okay, see.
No, that.
Steph, you ever do it says it's still asking for one for her.
Ever do what?
Do you ever do like Google Meet?
Google Meet? Yeah, I do use that. It's
I
pretty
think I
good
might switch
actually.
to
Yeah, I
might
use it
switch to
for
Google Meet.
I think it's really good. I use it for gaming with friends, so it's good for like streaming. So it can take like pretty, like a large amount of people.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Their whole like layout is pretty clean too.
Yeah.
Google's just taking over everything.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's also really accessible compared to Zoom because most people, have phones with like the Gmail app in it, and it's by default like in it now.
Exactly. You just click on your calendar and pop it. Hey Caesar, can you send Donna the link to this chat so that we can get in there? If not, then
Okay.
I can get on with my phone, but I can't get on with the computer.
It's asking for meeting passcode. Meeting pass.
That's so weird. Here, let me go in and see if I can turn that off real quick. I thought I did. So it's just asking people to be admitted, but let's see. All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We'll get this bad boy up and running in a second. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, we set it up. It's all good. All right. We should be good to go here. All right. Try. Hey, Carrie.
Yeah.
Can you all try to get on the computer one last time and just have the code be 1234?
Okay.
Put it on my phone.
Yeah. And if not, then we'll just get everything going on here, and we'll record everything.
Okay.
And we will hop into it.
You're on. You're on.
No, it doesn't come on.
Does it come on still? Zoom, you're great. All right. No worries then. We'll just record this bad boy. It'll be pretty short on everything. I usually like to have everybody on and everybody can see each other's faces. You get to see other people like in the thing with you. But you know what? this year. It's okay. We'll take a smaller group, which means a fewer amount of questions asked. Nah, I'm just playing. I kind of like to have all the questions straight out and everything before we go. But all right, peeps, if you can, like I said, for us, select few that we're able to get on here. Go ahead and pop your cameras on and we'll hop into everything. Oh, she's on. We've got Carol on.
Wow.
She's got the echo though.
Oh, but I can't hear Carrie's name.
Let's go here real quick. We're just gonna mute up some. All right, peeps. We're gonna hop into everything. Let me go ahead and I'm not the host. Caesar, can you mute out everybody real quick? And then we'll hop into it. Welcome, all my little black boxes. FF and season. Oh, there we go. Now I've got another friend on here. Oh, Donna is in the building as well. We'll give her a second to pop on and then we'll hop into everything here for today. Just connecting our audio. In the meantime, we can all put on our Bengals jerseys and get ready to see the Bengals beat the Rams tomorrow. And that'll be a big celebration. What's up, Donna? Hey, if you can, turn your screen on. We would love to see your lovely face. If not, I understand it. Oh, there we go. Hey there.
Hi, Kathy's at lunch, so she won't be joining us.
Okay, that's fine. We got a season recording it, so we'll hop into everything.
Okay.
Real quick check, peeps, for everybody on here and for everybody that's watching this later, make sure that you got an initial email from us that said, welcome to the 2022 Foolproof Fat Loss. Everybody on the call, did you all get that email?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Cool. Yeah, so that email is like our initial email where it has, everything that you need to do to get started. Basically, with it being one, download the My Coach app. I know a lot of you are upset with me because you're like, oh, what app does this My Coach app replace? And the answer is sadly, none of them. It is an app that we will just be using for the challenge. If any of you have programmer friends that want to just put all of our apps together, I would love them because no one seems to want to make a lot of money and do that, right? So for the My Coach app, it'll be an app just for the challenge, and you'll be going on that app basically every day. We got somebody with a little bit of say on there. Caesar, can you mute out again, please?
Everyone?
Yeah, go ahead and just mute everybody for this piece. We'll let people unmute if they have like questions or something like that, just so there's not like ricocheting, especially on the recordings. Let's see. Yeah, cool. And then the peeps, if you can just mute. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, so for that My Coach app, for those of you who've done it before, you already know you'll be in that My Coach app pretty much every single day. We got reverb here. Cool. Let's get those all muted up. All right, peeps. Yeah, there we go. All right, everybody's muted now. Bow, we're good to go. Yeah, so like I was saying, you'll be in that My Coach app every single day, and that My Coach is going to kind of be the hub for everything in this challenge for the most part, right? So we're going to live in My Coach and a WhatsApp group as our two main things. The first one is going to be that My Coach where every single day you're going to be able to gain some points for you and your team, right? So it's going to ask you a few questions. If you went on there today, there should have been two duties on there. One of them was read the challenge guidebook. The other one, I'm forgetting off the top of my head. I believe it was join the WhatsApp with your team. But there should be two on there. So just go on that My Coach app later today or when we get off this call. If you're not on your phone right now, you can just do it and you'll just click completed for those two things, right? And then tomorrow, there'll be no task. And then Monday, it'll officially start up and start giving you all tasks. I know it starts on Tuesday. Monday is just kind of like an entry day for you all to get comfortable, kind of see what's happening with everything with the app, and then start to collect some points from there, right? So that My Coach app, make sure you're all set up on it. But I will say, for messaging us, please still keep it on the business number, just so me and Caesar can both kind of go through there, make sure we're clearing everything out, right? But the My Coach app is dope because every single day you'll also get a lesson, and we're going to be teaching you about like, hey, what's real in fitness, what's fake, what's some mindset shifts that you might need to make. We're going to question a lot of the things that you might have been thinking about yourself and about your fitness journey. And at the end of it, you'll be like, wow, like I learned so much. Like every single year, regardless if people lose weight or not, the biggest thing that everyone loves is just how much they learn about themselves and about fitness and nutrition during these 6 weeks, right? So for you all, I really advise you, hey, every day, go in there, read through it. It only takes like 3 minutes. I promise I didn't write a whole book for you all. We got Carol's face in the building. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But just make sure you're going through and reading through all those things, because there's a lot of really dope information that I put in those challenges for those little daily logs for yourselves. And if you ever want to go back, there'll be a place in the app where you can kind of go through and see everything that I've ever written from all the previous days, right? So that'll be the first part of the app. The second part, like I said, is you'll be going on there and you'll be clicking complete or not done on each one of those tasks, right? So you need to do all those things before 11:59 p.m., right? So if it goes on to the next day, like let's say it goes to Wednesday, you won't be able to go back and say, oh, well, I did do these things Tuesday, right? And then you won't be able to get those points. And then you'll be like, my points, and your whole team will be like, no, right? So just make sure you're going on there. I would, like I said, I tell all my nutrition coaching people, set a timer, make the timer go off, do it at the same time every day, and never forget, right? You'll be so much happier if you just set that timer, I don't know, 8:45, you're like, okay, 8:45, do, bow, and you never have to worry about it, right? So I'll just make sure I'm doing those. Cool. Anybody have any questions really quick about the My Coach app before I move on? Beautiful. Cool. Second thing, we'll have
Yes,
you
I
all
do.
check out.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead,
I didn't
Janice.
do it. Unmute myself fast enough.
Oh,
I
you're
have a
fine.
question. When I went to the My Coach app, it's talking about some dates. Weigh-in week is March 29th through April 5th.
Yeah, so
Is
did
that
it say
the
those
end
dates
of
on
the?
there? You might have got in too early, because I went in and edited everything. It should reflect the correct dates now. If
Oh.
it doesn't, we'll make note to go in there and
Oh, okay.
and like change it up so the dates on those.
Okay.
Those are the weigh-in
All right.
dates for the 2021 version.
That's kind of what I figured. So anyways,
Yeah.
it's still there when I went onto the app like right now. So I don't know if I need to download a new version, like eliminate it. And
No, we'll go on our end. I think I changed it on the initial email, but it might still be old on there. Caesar, can you make a quick note just to go in, and we'll change those dates on that on the weigh-in week. Cool. Yeah, but as far as weigh-in week, that's actually one of the things I was going to touch. We'll be doing weigh-in week Monday through Saturday this upcoming week, right? And there's 2 ways to weigh in, and only 2 ways to weigh in. Way number 1 is that you come to the gym. We'll go shoes off. We'll go on the hard floor. So where the pizza people are, I know it's kind of in the way for things, but it's the hardest floor we have in the gym, or either that or in front of the gym where there's like the sidewalk. We want like a hard floor under it. You'll just step on there, and you'll take a picture of you on the scale. Well, not like of you, but of like whatever the number is on the scale, and you'll send that to us on the business number. Right, so that's the first way to do it, and that's what most people did last year. The second way to do it, if you want a few more statistics, a little bit of deeper dive into everything, go to our buddies over there on Colorado, where NutriShop is. Any of you can go there and you get a free in-body scan through us, right? So you can just tell them, hey, I'm from Ion Training. They'll like have you step on the in-body scan thing, which is that one where you like take your shoes off, you hold the little rods, and then it gives you like the whole metrics of everything there. If you get one of those, all you have to do is screenshot it or take a picture of it. Once again, send it to us on the business number, that 6261, right? So those are the 2 ways to weigh in. And just try to get that weigh-in done as soon as you can this upcoming week. You'll have the whole week, but same thing with like the points. You know, don't wait till 11:59. Don't wait till Saturday. Try to get those done as soon as you can, and then send those over to us, right? With those as well, we're gonna be doing updated progress pics. And some of you are probably like, oh, I have to take a picture, right? But, and I regret this every time I don't do it, there will become a point where it'll be like, well, you know what, Marcus, I just don't feel like I'm making any progress. Like I'm just messing it up. And I'll say, oh, really? Because do you want to see where we started? And then it'll be like, oh, shoot, like I've actually come a long way. right? And I've done that probably like 30 times since we started everything, and every time it's the same response, right? So we do these updated progress pics, like just to kind of, for you to all see, wow, like I actually have come a long way, even if sometimes it doesn't feel like that, right? So the 2 parts of the weigh-in, 1 is get that weighed in, 2, get us those progress pics sent, all of that on the business number by this upcoming Saturday. I know how to do +7, the 19th.
What was the name of that place you said to go?
Yeah, so the place is called NutriShop. It's right over there. Do you know where Plate 38 is?
No.
It's right
I'll
by.
Google it.
It's right by. Oh yeah, true. It's in Pasadena, right by Vaughn's. There's a Plate 38, which is like this restaurant in the same area, but it's like right across the street from the Vaughn's over on Colorado.
Okay.
By the car wash.
Yeah, exactly. By that car wash that is always way too packed for no reason. Cool. Dope, my peeps. Any other questions on the way in or anything like that before we move on? Good catch, Janice. Yeah, go ahead.
This isn't necessarily about the weigh-in, but I think I joined the wrong WhatsApp group for the 2021 group. So I don't know how to remedy that.
Yeah, if you all check in the email, there should be, yeah, we'll get to that piece as well. But I know what happened. So I actually went in and I assigned you all to the 2022 group on my coach, but I edited the 2021 edition. So you gotta love our years. Gotta love our years. Also, Caesar just sent the address to NutriShop in the chat. So if any of you want to get that, yeah. So we'll go back in today. We'll edit those. So I'll take all my 2021 edits and I'll put them into the 2022, and it should be reflected for you all within like the next few hours. And then we'll be able to get you all in that WhatsApp chat, because in that big WhatsApp, that's where all the fun goes down, right? So for like those of you who've done it before, like I know Donna, you've done it. That's where we like make all the jokes about pancakes, and that's where we like post like baby pictures and all the other little things that come about. Carrie, we were actually looking at baby pictures, and then we saw your drawing that you sent last year, right? So that's where like all that fun stuff happens in that WhatsApp chat. So I really want to make sure that we're getting everybody in there. Ideally, one day our Facebook group will become that. I know a lot of people don't go on Facebook or have it, but you know, I've got high hopes. So we'll kind of start making that happen. But yeah, also, yeah, we'll get everybody in that WhatsApp chat. But real quick, just dial it back. As far as like the weigh-in and the progress fix goes, any questions on that piece for anybody? Dope. Cool. Next part is just getting in contact with your teams. So what I'm going to be doing over the next like hour is putting you all in in group chats with your team and basically just reach out, right? And I know, because I've seen this happen before, right? You'll have this little bit of, especially if you don't know your full team, or if there's like that one person on there, there'll be this little bit of anxiety. You're like, oh man, like, will we all fit in together? Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe I should even reach out. Maybe I'm bothering them. And guess what? Everybody on your team is feeling that, right? So which one of you is going to be the one that just jumps out there and just shoots it, right? Because I've seen it every challenge, you know, like people want to get to know each other. People want to connect. People want to do really well in the challenge together. But they get in their own heads and they get scared and everything like that. So just know that you all are like that, right? Because you all have messaged me and said, well, I just wanted to reach out. I'm like, do it, right? So just make sure we're interacting with our team. Trust me, the teams that have won or done the best week or every single year have been the ones that have interacted the most, right? So just make sure you're interacting. And also it's a cool way, I don't know, go grab some coffee with somebody. It'll be fun. Have some fun. Live life, live love, and live life. But yeah, so we'll be putting you all in the group chats with those. We'll let you all kind of talk in there. I'll make the group chat on WhatsApp and then I'll bounce out of there so I'm not seeing all the messages. But all I need you all to do is with your group, just decide on a name and send us what you want your team name to be. Some of you already have. We got Bosom Buddies and the Force coming in strong. We also got K-Jam on here, right? So just make sure that you're creating those teams and you're sending me the team name by February, well, just by Tuesday. I don't have to say the whole date. It's Tuesday, right? So just make sure you're sending those off to me. Any questions on WhatsApp stuff? And we'll kind of jump to the last pieces of everything today. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Cool. If you have any questions after, I'm also going to open up to just general free range questions for everything. All right, last part is kind of like diving into like what are going to be some of the goals like for the challenge, and like what are we going to get points based off of on my coach, right? So my coach is going to go off of 5 big things. The first one is workout 3 times a week, right? So that means, hey, if you're only coming to us 2 times a week, you want to bump it up, let me know. If you're only coming to us 2 times a week and you're not even going to make a 3rd day, hey, that means we're doing a small workout at home, right? And in order for it to be considered a small workout, we got to hit at least 15 minutes, right? 15 minutes plus, we're going to consider that a workout. So every single week, it's going to ask you at the end of the week, I believe it's either on Friday or Sunday, it's going to say, did you do 3 workouts a week this week, right? And you'll just click yes or no on that one, right? So that'd be the first one, 3 workouts a week. With the whole thing being for all of these, right? Sustainability, right? Like, yes, over this challenge, you're going to build a bunch of great habits. Weight fitness will improve, but the goal isn't for us to work out 7 days a week, right? The goal isn't for us to be, doing, 90,000 steps every single day. The goal is to start to build in these habits that we can use this 6 weeks as a kickstart, and then everything else continues after that, right? So dialing it back in, the first one is workout 3 times a week. The second one that I'll ask you weekly is, did I get outside? Did I get outside or walk 3 times this week, right? So that's another huge one that people kind of like always forget about. They're like, man, like, coach, I got to do more cardio. And it's like, okay, what we actually need you to do is just to start to get that step count up, right? Like, we need to focus on building muscle and like getting you strong while you're in here with us. And the step count and that piece of everything, it's called NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis, AKA all the stuff you do that isn't directly exercise, like walking, like taking stairs, whatever else, it builds up, right? So we're going to help you kind of get that into what you're already doing, with that second one being, did I get outside or walk 3 times a week? The reason we put or is because sometimes people just need to get outside the house and just take in some sunlight and, whatever else, right? So you're not doing that 3rd walk, but you go outside for at least 5 minutes, we'll give you a pass, but I'd rather have you walk instead, right? So those would be our 2 big weekly goals, right? The 3 goals that they're going to ask you daily is, hey, did I drink at least 64 ounces of water, right? Also pretty low on the scale, but it's manageable for a lot of people, right? And the whole thing is, hey, this is the step into the next step. So did I drink 64 ounces of water today? Did I do 5 minutes of meditation or mobility today, right? So just so we get some stress management in there. For my semi-private peeps, we should have a daily 5-minute mobility thing that you can do every single day in the plan. If not, let me know. For my peeps that are in some of the group sessions, you can run through whatever our warm-up is, like all the cars, right? So you can run through that, or just laying it down like we do on Fridays, rocking through that breathing for at least 5 minutes every single day, right? And I think that's a huge one that's created some huge changes. Even within the first 2 weeks, I started to get messages like, damn, I've always heard you talk about this mobility thing, or meditation, but I never did it. I feel so much better now, right? So make sure we're taking time to do that. And the last one, here's a gift from Zoom. Wow, thanks, Zoom. The last one is going to be, was I 80% compliant on meals, right? So what 80% compliant is going to be is, hey, did I have protein at every meal? Did I have veggie at every meal? And then for my more starchy carbs, did I save those for both pre and post workout, right? So if you check out, we'll scroll down some here. On the guidebook, there'll be a few under starches. There's some that are highlighted yellow, and those are ones that, hey, feel free to plug and play those whenever. The rest of them, we kind of want to save those bad boys for pre and post workout, right? Why? Because carbs are a huge energy source, right? So if you want to absolutely smash your workout, you want to recover amazingly, we need to make sure we're bringing in carbs, but also on those days that, we're not working out as hard, we don't need as many of them. We still need them, we just don't need as many of them, right? So save like all your things, like, yams, pumpkins, squashes, all those things for days where you're going to work out or you're doing like these longer walks or whatever else, you have energy for it. And on those other days, you can kind of tone those down, right? So we're looking for 80% of all my meals have protein every meal, including my snacks, right? The veggie every meal, except for breakfast, which means I'm not going to make you put broccoli in your oatmeal. I know that's Donna's favorite, but I won't make the rest of you do it. And the last one is that I'm saving all of my starchy carbs for pre and post workout, right? It's like a 5-hour block, which means if you work out at 8 a.m., somewhere between 4 a.m. and after, whatever, like that's a hard one to explain when it's talking to everybody. But basically 5 hours from, hey, this first carb to my workout to that second carb in that 5-hour block. I know there's gonna be a lot of questions about this one, so please ask all of them so we can get clear. And I'll help you all out on there. But that's the last one on there is 80% compliance, which means there's a little wiggle room. Don't take advantage of the wiggle room every day. Don't say, oh, it's 80% compliant, and let me have this cheesecake, right? Like, just make sure it's just kind of like a guideline. Once again, reinforcing sustainability over everything else. So let's recap that real quick. The weekly goals: work out 3 times a week, get outside or walk 3 times a week. The daily goals: 5 minutes meditation mobility, 64 ounces of water, 80% compliance on my meals. And that's going to capture all the points that you get on my coach. Oh, actually, sorry, the last one on there, and yes, this is for points, is that it'll ask you, did I do the weekly WhatsApp challenge, right? Because every week in WhatsApp, we're going to have a challenge. It might be post a baby pic. It might be post your favorite song. It might be post a recipe. It might be post your favorite saying that Coach Marcus says, right? Whatever it is, and you'll get points for your group just by going into WhatsApp and then commenting or posting whatever it is, right? It adds to the fun of the group. It adds to the fun of everything right there. So those are gonna be like the 6 ways that you get points on the app. Really quick before we go to anything else, I open up for questions just specifically on this piece. Janice has a hand up.
Yes, I do. Okay. What was the thing that you were referring to that you've been talking about? Is this the thing that's on the My Coach app?
Yeah, so this is,
I got the welcome thing, a weigh in before.
yeah,
and went
so it
on.
should look like this. It is, let's see if I can get that to show a little better on my screen. Of course not. But this will be, it'll be the 6-week challenge guidebook, right? There should be a link to it in the WhatsApp.
Okay.
Sorry, not the WhatsApp, sorry. In the My Coach, as well as in that initial email I sent out.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
is called 6-week checkbook or whatever you're calling a checklist, is where it says Ion training, welcome, and the foolproof fat loss contest, etc. And it goes on.
Exactly.
Initial weigh-in. Okay, so then I was looking at it, but then I didn't think I was still on it. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, and at the bottom there it says, cool kids, read this guidebook. And that's like the guidebook you want to click, and then you'll be able to download it. Some people print it out, some people just save it on their phone. Make sure we have that guidebook. And there's a bunch of recipes in there too, so you can try those out. A lot of people like those.
Okay, got it now. I thought that by downloading the My Coach app, I would already have that, but now I see you have to click on it in order to get it on your app.
Yeah, exactly. Cool, my peeps. As far as like just the My Coach portion of everything goes, any questions on My Coach? Questions, of course, will arise as you start to play around with it. We haven't had anyone break it yet, so I'm pretty proud of us. And I think we've got it down this year. So any questions on that piece? Oh, we've got an Autumn sighting. What's up, Autumn? Autumn is Season's baby girl. Look at that. I told her she has to name all of her kids one season. So with every new kid, she's going to have autumn, then spring, then summer, and then winter. Yeah, she doesn't like that either.
No.
All right, Pete.
One more.
All right, so last piece here to wrap this all up. Do we have any questions on anything regarding challenge? No. Speak now or forever hold your peace. You two on the video watchers, ask your question aloud right now. Say it out loud. All right, peeps. Anyway,
Okay.
just to wrap this
I have
all
another
up.
question. I have another question.
Bow.
Oh,
Shoot
oops.
me.
Okay. Where was I? I'm sorry, I'm really not that lame. I work with a computer every single day.
You're fine.
Okay, I'm on the My Coach thing, and I saw that where you click on the link to download the My Coach app, and it came up with that 6-week manual. But I guess I'll have to ask Kelly. I'm sorry, I can't get back to it. Under the menu, is it called lessons?
Yeah, so lessons, she dove into a deep part of My Coach. Lessons is where you can kind of see all of the previous lessons for every single day, right? So let's say like it's Tuesday now, and Tuesday's lesson isn't popping up, but you're like, wow, I actually really like that lesson from, or sorry, it's Thursday now, and you're like, oh, I really like that lesson from Tuesday. If you click in lessons, you'll be able to go back and see all the little like blurbs that I write every day that'll pop up in the My Coach app. So including as well as like the welcome for everything, you'll be able to go into My Coach and review and see this My Coach day as well. Or sorry, this intro day, you'll be able to go back and review everything on that initial intro email in My Coach as well.
To go. I'm so sorry, but I have to go tutor.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, you're
okay.
fine.
I'll see you guys later.
All right,
Bye.
take care, okay? All right, yeah, Janice, does that kind of clear that up some?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right, peeps. Well, hey, if anything comes up, like I said, always try to message the business number just because Season kind of siphons through, I don't know if siphon's the right word. She filters through all those. She kind of like responds to some of them. She'll pop in, kind of help me out, especially now that I'm on the floor for a bit more recently. So your boy's life has been pretty hectic, but I want to make sure we're getting back to everybody. And Carol has a question. Go ahead,
What
Carol.
business number?
Yeah, so the business number that I'm referring to is 626-382-7600. So I think it's the one you already messaged, but yeah. So for everybody else watching, 626-382-7600. I sound like a jingle commercial. We should have an IR jingle. All right, cool, peeps. Well, hey, I appreciate you all for getting on here. For my peeps that probably wanted to get on, but kind of got caught in the dust of probably the passcode not working for them. You'll be watching the replay. And last thing before I go, I know that there is money on the line and it is a challenge, but with all of it, right? Please don't do anything crazy. Try to lose weight. If I hear about any like crazy laxative teas or any like people sitting in a sauna for hours or anything like that, I will kick you out the challenge. That's not what we're about here. You all already know that. I know you want to win. Some of you just want to get better. But as far as that goes, like, don't do those things. If I hear about those things happening, we're punting you out the challenge. I want you to be a part of it, and I want you to grow in a right, sustainable, and safe way, and not what some people are used to, right? So we're learning on making that change and everything. Carol, go ahead.
So you said things you get points for. Do you get points for losing weight?
Yeah, so the weight part goes on a percentage of body weight, which basically means these two situations count for the exact same points. Person number one weighs 100 pounds and loses 1 pound. Person number two weighs 200 pounds and loses 2 pounds, right? So it's based on percentage. I know I always have like, sometimes they're like, oh, guys lose weight bigger or whatever else, right? So to kind of nullify that, we're going by percentage weight loss, which basically means where you start off at in that picture that you sent us, and where you end at is all going to be based off what percentage of that has been lost for everything. That's a good question. And for all my ladies out there thinking that, our winners from the first year, they lost like, I'm not going to tell you the number, but they lost a bunch. They were all ladies, so it's possible. And second and third place last year were ladies. So my dudes, the winners last year were guys though. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening. Let's play out really. We're all good. All right, peeps. The final opening for questions. If not, the season will end the recording and we'll be good to go. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Well, hey, peeps, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll get those changes made in the WhatsApp group, and we'll get you all set up in your WhatsApp as well. So you are all good to go. And we start off officially Tuesday.
Woohoo!
Woo! Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, hey, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you all have a great Sunday. Go Bengals. No, I'm just playing. I'm indifferent. So.
Okay, I have to tell you a funny joke about
Okay.
Super Bowl and how lame I am when it comes to sports. I never grew up in a home where sports were.
And then, Caesar, you can stop the recording on it.
Okay.